All right. Well, first, thanks for taking the time to chat with me about Resident Alien season 3. We are all very excited after, almost 2 years of no season 3 for season 3
Yeah.
to come out. How are you guys feeling about season 3 so far? We'll go with Meredith first. How are you feeling?
I mean, I have love and I have deep love for all of the episodes of Resident Alien. I feel like we are on an absolutely top-notch show and I love living in this world, but I'm gonna say I think season 3 is my favorite season. So
Oh,
I,
uh-oh,
yeah,
really?
I
My
I
answer.
do. I'm feeling great about it. It's so funny. It's like you forget so much of what your compatriots have been working on, because you're in your own little lane and then so to see everybody's work, I was just like I was cackling, my heart was breaking. And I was just like, "Oh, it's so tight. It's so everyone, it's such an ensemble piece. Like I feel that so strongly this season. Everyone is so fantastic and the plot line, it's just it's I love season 3 so far. That's how I feel.
That made my excitement go from like here to like here. So that's awesome. What about you, Levi? How do you feel about it?
Oh my gosh, you stole my answer. I was gonna say it's my favorite so far as well. You know, they just sent us the episodes, the first four to watch this last week.
Uh-huh.
And to be honest, it's been over a year since we filmed it, and it was just such a fast filming those eight episodes that I kind of forgot what happened.
Right, that's fair.
And I was like sucked in. I binged all four episodes, and I agree. I mean, it just doesn't take its foot off the gas. It has such a great flow to it. I mean, amazing guest stars, and it's just
Mm.
it's tight, it's funny. It's like the the people who really enjoyed the first season, I think, are gonna love this season especially. Yeah.
Ooh, that's good to know. That is very good to know. But so speaking about season 2 and how things ended, there was a revelation about the Greys, taking your baby, and that definitely adds like an extra layer of emotional damage, of suffering, and just like a lot of story that can come out of that. And how do you think how will this impact both Ben and Kate in this coming season? How will it oh my goodness, how will it impact their just their decisions and actions?
Yeah.
And
Meredith, do you wanna go first? I always feel like I'm jumping right on.
Nuh-uh.
No, you go ahead, Mer. You go ahead.
How dare you? Okay. Well, I think at the end of season 2, this revelation about it's for me, it's like season 2 is so much about for Kate, it was about finding a sense of fitting in, trying to move from taking all of the way she dealt with conflict was so much it being about like what Ben isn't doing, what isn't happening, and realizing like she doesn't have community, she doesn't have a sense of peace and of a sense of home, and you know what little bit of that she was able to find, it kind of gets taken apart because there's this dawning, deepening feeling in season 3 that something is not right. And it's not coming from conflict in the marriage or a conflict with the town, or it's coming from inside. And that is a new for Kate, it's so fun as an actor to get to add and add and add and add to a character. It all fits in the world because we have unbelievable writers, and I feel like the characters are all really well drawn and consistently drawn. But this adds another dynamic to what it is to walk around and feel like something isn't right and you're unsafe, and it's your intuition telling you that, and that something isn't right, and looking everywhere for how to fix that and how to pin it down. But how do you do that? How do you fight something you can't see that you just feel? And learning how to listen to that. Um, yeah, that's
yeah,
sort of the journey I'm on this season.
that's pretty deep. That's really deep. And it
Yeah.
makes complete sense. And it must be super fun to play out those kinds of feelings and this kind of like self figuring out and just going through the motions as Kate. But what about you, Levi? How do you think that's gonna affect Ben?
The abduction.
Yeah, just the abduction, the baby, all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, Yeah, so obviously, well, no, not obviously, sorry. So Ben doesn't remember any of the abduction. Like he doesn't remember finding out about the baby or the abduction at the end of season 2. When we pick up season 3, you realize that. And you also start to put together that this has been happening to Ben for a long time, since he was a child. And from an acting standpoint, that was really interesting to learn just because, I'd always kind of approached Ben as, he's this, kind of goofy, slapsticky kind of character. And this kind of added some weight to it, approaching it. It kind of explained a little bit of his nervous energy to me, just because, every time he has this abduction, it's super traumatic for him. So in this season, just both Kate and him putting the pieces together of what might be happening and then ultimately realizing what's going on, and then there's a baby out there that we didn't know about. I mean, it really, yeah, it was exciting to hear from Chris that would be happening, just because it adds another layer to both of our characters, which has been really nice.
No, it definitely does. Both of you play your characters very, very well. So I can't wait to see how you guys play all this like transformations and all these connecting the dots and everything together on season 3. Let me see here. I don't know. 3 minutes. Let's see here. So what do you think? How do you think Kate plans to like seek answers or any kind of closure in this upcoming season with all this like knowledge that she has now?
Well, I think like, in the early episodes of the season, she's seeing these owls. She's unnerved. She's waking up in the middle of the night, and she starts trying to, figure out, is it the house? Is it the space? Is it, maybe it's the house. Maybe if we get out of the house and we sell the house, like that'll fix it. And then she's just searching for ideas. It's the house is an idea. And then she thinks, oh, I don't have a creative outlet. Like maybe I just need to get this out of me. So she starts, drawing and writing a children's book that turns out to be, horrible, awful, no child should see this kind of a book. But she's looking outside for things, because that's her way. That's her personality. She's like, something out there is wrong and I can fix it. I can figure it out and I can make it right. But eventually, as a beautiful shift in character and a deepening of character, she has to look inward, and say, this is coming from something that's in me, and I don't know what to do. And so she leans on Ben.
That's great. That's beautiful. Yeah, I honestly, I can't wait to see how everything rolls out in this upcoming season. And thank you so much, you guys, for your time. You guys are great. Thank you so much for everything. You take care.